We next have a really inspiring local writer. Her name is Aerin Shaw. She's going to be up here on stage. I'm not that familiar. She reached out, said she wanted to be a storyteller on the stage. I'm like, this is fantastic. Did some research and just was really floored by what I found out. She's also informally known as the Baroness di Busa and has been writing since college and has had 3 epiphanies about writing that she loves to share. Now in her second Hayabusa, she has an addiction to speed that she says helps keep her sane, which I think we can all identify with as well. Aerin readily admits that she can't keep up with the young guns anymore. Who can? But thankfully you are out there because you do need to keep this thing alive and going here. But her years have honed a few stories that will make you smile. If you would please give a warm welcome to Aerin Shaw to the stage, please.
Thank you, friends, Romans, countrymen, and all you motorcycle mavens, aficionados, and rapscallious riders, because that's what you really are. So I'm going to just give you 3 things that I love and 3 things to love about motorcycling. Just 3. Goes quick, so hang with me. Okay, the first one is that motorcycling serves humble pie for breakfast. And it has several times. So I started writing in college, much the same types of story. I was on a KZ 400. And then I graduated from UC, went to New York City, where I also bought a motorcycle, a Yamaha 750 Maxim. Great bike, shaft drive. It was awesome. I bought that a week before my marriage. I don't know why I did that, but it basically fit as did the marriage, but the lesson remained. And I basically, in New York City, you have to dodge potholes and death cabs, so it was really not a good place for motorcycling. Anyway, so I stopped and, did the whole family thing, a couple more marriages, it's all great. So, but then in my 50s, I'm like, wait a minute, what am I saving this for? What am I saying? I've been cautious most of my midlife, what am I doing? So finally I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a motorcycle. Go to the motorcycle store, and I'm like, I need a leader bike because I need to go up that little bit. And they go, okay, here's a couple, and I saw the Hayabusa, and I was like, I want that one. And he goes, it's a big bike. And I was like, it's fine. It was a big bike. So this is my first one, and this is in Malibu, and what's really incredible is there are guys that would stay around these curves and shoot. Later come see me, because when he shot this, there's only like the line of the paint in the highway in my visor. Really incredible. Okay. I learned to ride there. You can't really see this too well, but I'm sure a lot of you have been there because we've got some incredible cross-country riders here. But the Angeles Crest Highway in the San Bernardino Range is one of the best highways ever. It goes from about 1,000 feet to about 13,000 feet, but really you go about halfway, and it's about 9,000 feet. But the thing that really makes it incredible is it's perfect for a Hayabusa because there's these beautiful sweeping turns. There's something else that's incredible about that highway is you can see that there's really no trees. There's really no shrubs. There are no little furry creatures that are going to come out in the middle of the road. You can haul ass down that road at any speed and you can see through any turn. It's amazing. Malibu's got more twisties, but the Angeles Crest is unbelievable. So that's where I learned to ride, and I ended up, you go about halfway, about 25 miles in, and there's this place called Newcomb's Ranch. And that picture with a billion sport bikes is any given Saturday or Sunday. Any given Saturday or Sunday. So I'm riding up there, getting passed all the time, and finally I'm sitting there, and a young woman comes up to me, and she's in full leathers, and she's got a leader bike, and said, you don't ride much. And I said, well, I'm getting back on the bike, and she goes, you should ride with us. This would be really great. So I started riding with them, and they were incredible riders. I mean, her boyfriend did something like 120 track days a year. That's all he did, it seemed. I don't know how, but anyway, so I got fast, and I got pretty good. And and I was really, you know, 2 cheeks off the seat, you know, absolutely burning the tires on those Diablo Rossos, man, just going around those turns. It was phenomenal. I really loved it. It was a fabulous ride. And so I got relatively good. And then I started actually seeing other women, and I was like, you should come ride with us and come let me help you ride. And I actually started something called Les Femmes Vitesse. Les Femmes Vitesse in French means fast women. That's fast women, not fast women. Okay, just to make sure you guys are clear. And there are these wings that I designed and had made. And so, and here's what it's about. The wings are not bought, but earned. There is no cost, no sign-ups, no snappy slogans, no social media invitations. All it takes is proven adrenaline to go fast, to lean in, to challenge the turns, to be a woman of speed. And the only thing it takes to get these, as I was seeing these different women in different places, is you gotta have a 500cc bike or better, you gotta have ridden 1,000 miles, and you gotta have some kick-ass stories to tell about it. So if any of you can meet that, who are emailed here, I have some wings in back, and I will be happy to give you some. Okay, so there I am. I'm feeling good. I've got this whole thing wrapped, man. I've got people coming. Can I have wings? Can I have wings? Oh, it's just really awesome. So I'm feeling really good. I moved back to Cincinnati, and I'm on a ride. And it was a Piston Society ride, and there I am cruising through, you know, there's a lot of people, and I'm like, if this ride goes any slower, I'm going in reverse. And so it's about 21 people on the ride, and I just like, I'm in the back, and I'm like, choop, 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 and people are like, whoa, and I'm like, come on, and I'm getting right up to the front. And I see Tim, and I said, Tim, is there any place that I can ride ahead of the pack to get out of first gear? And he goes, yeah, sure, yeah, just go down this road, and it's kind of windy, it's great, and we'll see you at the bottom of the stop sign. I said, okay, let's go do that. Because remember, I'm fast, I'm good, right? Okay. Do you see it? It's kind of hard to see back there. There's the stop sign. Yeah, I didn't see it. Do you see it now? I don't see it. There, the stop sign's coming up. There's a stop sign. I go, shit! That's one thing before I could turn off the camera. Okay, so I learned a couple of things. Number one, if you swear after you've hit pavement, you're okay. You're doing great. Number two, humble pie doesn't get served one slice at a time for me. It got served 21 times. Because Tim helped me get my bike up, and here comes 20 other riders going, you know, and there's guys who are riding by, they're like, zoom, zoom, zoom. And I was like, I deserve it. And then the Grom guy, and he was like, Hayabusa, try Hayabubu. 21 slices of pie. So after that, I realized that yes, there's gravel in Ohio and land rules and all these other things. So that's that was the first lesson. And by the way, that day, I should say that day when that bike fell, I couldn't get it back up, but it was all scraped up and stuff. It could still ride. And by the way, hell yes, I finished that ride. Hell yes, I did. We had duct tape on that thing. Dane here, wherever he is, he said, there he is. So there's a bunch of people that stopped, and I was like, go ahead, guys, go ahead, go without me. I'll be fine. Things like, I am not leaving you. And I was like, oh. And it was just quick, because he just stayed, and then we got it fixed, and I did the ride. Okay, so that day I was a certifiable squid. This is stupidly quick, underdressed, and I changed it. Imminent disaster. Okay, Now, I know you can't really see that too well, but that's an AI-generated image, and I said, woman on sport bike with a squid head. I did not say fishnets and a very exposed bustier. No, I did not say that. Just letting you know, that's AI for you. Okay, second lesson, the Zen effect and bliss of motorcycle upgrades. We talked about garages. That's the parts of the bike, because you can't just replace one piece. You got to actually, you can't just spray one thing. It's not going to match. You got to take the whole thing apart, spray the whole thing, and that's all the pieces of my Hayabusa. And it was just great. It was great meeting the guy that helped me pull the parts off, helped me spray it. And then I was also very lucky to meet a guy in Dayton who's since retired that does airbrushing. And so he airbrushed the new Hayabusa logo with the smoke, and this is my name in Japanese kanji, and it's all phonetic, so it's Aerin. You're not getting this. Let me try this. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. No? How about biru onegaishimasu, which means beer, please? Okay. So this is actually, which is really cool. It doesn't say Aerin, but it also means wheel of grace. And I was like, put it on the bike. Let's go. And then one day, these are the kind of days you want, which is I wanted a little USB charger with a voltmeter that's I wanted it on my dash. So I wasn't riding. I got a 6-pack. Went to the driveway, and sunny day, and you just start pulling things off the bike and trying to figure it all out. That is just the best. It is just the best. So garage or driveway, just having fun. Now there is something I need your help with, because there is an upgrade I really need. Some of you know that while I do have CD boots, I also ride in heels sometimes because it's just cool. I just love it when a guy's like, "What are you wearing?" I was like, "Come on!" But I want to upgrade my boots, and I saw this picture, and I just think that's badass. Come on. I'm chasing parts and stuff, but if anybody knows who can help make that for me, that's so good. Okay, last one is you meet the nicest and craziest people on motorcycles. This is me also in the Angeles Crest. There's a straight road that goes about just under half a mile. Shocking, because it's up there and it's like, whoop. So all dudes, all sport bikes, and this again years ago, and we stopped and he was like, "Hey, you can go as fast as you want. So we take turns, go as fast as you want." I'm like, "Okay, great." And he said, just don't worry, there's a lot of roll off. You can, if you slide, there's no problem. I said, "Okay, great." I never really had my first Busa, that fast. And so, go down, get ready, and all of a sudden I'm like, just like that. Something just like that. Come back, and I'm like, so, how did the guy's like, "That's all right. You did all right." I said, "What do you think I did? What do you think I clocked?" He goes, "About 137, 140. I was like, that's pretty good. He goes, "We do that getting on the highway." Humble pie. One more slice. Just keeps coming at me. And then you meet some crazy people. There's a rock store in Malibu. Many of you have probably been there. And here's Jay Leno. And he just shows up, and the next thing you know, I'm like, "Hey, Jay, I'm from Cincinnati." You know a lot about Cincinnati. Tim Allen, and they're incredible bikers. Tim designs his own Harley Davidsons and has them all custom built. It's incredible. Jay Leno actually you probably heard this, put a rocket engine on the back of a motorcycle. Was pissed off one day that some car was following him too closely, and he just put it in neutral one. He said it burned the actual bumper, melted the bumper. I went, "Okay, he's Jay, you can do that." But they don't know my name. I don't know them. They wouldn't recognize me in a lineup. It was just a good picture, a good time to talk. So I come back to Cincinnati, and when you come back to a city, I had a couple of good friends here, but not a lot. And now I've got many more, and it's because of motorcycling. And if you haven't, definitely volunteer at Garage Brew, because you meet the most incredible people, and they're really awesome. And one of the things you also find out is that there's people that have incredible skills here. So if you need something, there's probably somebody that can do it for you. right? So one of the things I do is play guitar, and I replaced a tremolo, a double locking tremolo for those of you who really like to shred. But the old tremolo had a kind of it needed a different thread pattern. So I had to actually get somebody to weld two things together. And who did that? He was going to talk, so I was going to call him out. Bill DeVore, he did that. And that's my guitar, which, by the way, it's dipped. It's absolutely dipped in a floral pattern from a 16th century artist. So this is not a plug for me. I just do it because you guys love customizing bikes and doing things. There's a place called Dirty Dips, I know, right, in Florence, and they do hydrographic dipping. So I had like the whole front of dash area of my Hayabusa dipped in a carbon fiber, and it wraps perfectly around any surface. So remember Dirty Dips, it's cool. I did my guitars too. So and that's it. So I just want to say thanks to Les and Olga, and yes, you didn't know they were part of the Rat Pack, babe, because they really are. And I want to say thanks to Susan also for hosting us. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, community is really what brings us all together. And one more round of applause for Aerin, please. She did great.